So it's been a while. Due to lack of content and just not being able to find a good Dante build that I enjoy, I ended up putting off the video because I've been pushing it out with every Warframe build that I had done. But even just from what I've heard, despite the Jade Shadow changes, Dante is still a very good frame. So as always, we'll go over the abilities. We'll go over the abilities specifically, jump to a mission, and then we'll check. So, yeah, I have different names. So, the icons are a little bit hard to see due to my coloring, but we've got Noctua, which is his book. You can put the tome mods on. I don't have any tome mods, so I don't put any on. Yeah, it's just a secondary weapon. I think it gets like Arcane Outburst, and that's about it as buffs. All fire does radiation. I feel like it scans as well, but that's neither here nor there. Then you got Light Verse, which is Overguard and I think healing, maybe. I have a cap of 36,600, and I gain about 854 a cast, which is not too bad. Dark Verse is just what most people use to nuke. With the Jade Shadow changes, his damage output's kind of downgraded a little bit, but neither here nor there. And Final Verse, you can switch between 4 different ones depending on which verses you use. First you got Triumph, 2 Light Verse casts, and it'll give more Overguard, and have Overguard a second. Overguard a second? I thought it was Overguard a kill. When did that change? Then you've got Tragedy, which will just pretty much stack every damage dealing status effect. Oh no, it's specifically slash heat and toxin status effects into a single blast, which is 2 Dark Verses, which is 2 Dark Verses. Word Warden, which causes him to summon his Noctua as a side thing. God damn it, my fucking mic was muted. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to fucking do that. But I was on Word Warden, a Light Verse followed by a Dark Verse, pretty much summons the Noctua to on allies and himself. I believe it scans enemies, so I haven't been able to find anything that actually mentions that. So it could be his 1 and his Word Warden 4. Scan enemies, or it could just be one or the other, but yeah, and then the Paragrims, a Dark Verse followed by a Light Verse summons Paragrims that sweep out enemies, making them vulnerable to status chains and status damage, which means he would pair very, very well with the Elementalist. The Elementalist mods that came with Jade Shadows, come to think of it. But it also draws enemies away. It's actually my favorite of the 4, but I just like it. Switch my build back. But But yeah, we're gonna jump into a mission, and then I'll go over my build. Actually, due to the changes, I'm uncertain if he's still viable in Steel Path. Otherwise, I'd hit Steel Path, but I'm not, or just a normal mission. But with the status changes, it's better to just show what he can do here. That way, we have enough. So we're gonna just boost all our. I mean, like, I'm still using Steel Path enemies, but I'll usually hit Nourish here, but screw it. So this is Word Warden, which does damage when I do. We've got Triumph, which is it still? Yeah, it's overguard per kill. And this is Tragedy. Alright. Oh, we should probably do Paradigms too. Yeah, they're very basic. Yeah, I feel like you can still clear a room with him. But yeah, he's very fun. He's very basic. We'll show off his one for a moment. Show off his one for a moment. Now this one doesn't do as much damage as what my initial one does, but yeah, it doesn't do a hell of a lot. It is definitely the slot that you subsume over. I've gotten millions of like a million damage with the alt fire, but the alt fire sends off like this. People were comparing it to Arcoplasmor, which I see it. I ran Arcoplasmor with Harrow when that was the Harrow meta. Like, he's still solid by the looks of it. Like, this is the first time I've been playing him since the update. Cause I had Jade within the first like 48 hours. And now I'm just trying to lock down the build, which hopefully will be done by the time these videos need to go live. But outside of that, not too bad. As for the build, I'm going to pause really quickly. So with this build, it doesn't have a lot of duration. Actually, we'll just kind of reset that so we don't have the grays. 179 duration, which gives me 44 seconds on Nourish. Not much on that. I think it's health regen. It only really affects his one's energy drain. Triumph. Tragedy. What does Tragedy have? It's just any of these that have duration. So Wood Warden, Page Flight, and I think that's it. Triumph all have about 80 seconds, so it's really, really good, in my opinion. Not a lot of range. I would have liked, not a lot of efficiency. I would have liked to have more, but it's just not feasible with builds like this. I have Streamline there just to kind of up my economy a little bit, but it's still completely screwed. All you need is 175 range, and it pretty much clears a room. It's great. 35, 21 explosion radius, 43 radius for Nourish effects. And like, these are just, it's all good. 52 on Tragedy, 52 on Word Warden, and 52 on Page Flight. On all of them, apparently. As for the damage, the strength mods, I've got Blind Rage. Really? Only Blind Rage and Umbral Intensify. Do I have any Archon? I don't have any Archon shards on him. But I remember people suggesting red with like secondary crit if you're going for the first ability, which is not something I personally want to build into. Or just strength or duration. I'd also recommend maybe a yellow or a Tailforged yellow shard for basically equilibrium, which I did try and run. I tried a nuke build, it just did not work the way I wanted it to. If this one's not great, I'm out of practice, but as always, I've kind of like jumped straight in, showed off what it does, how good the build can actually be. Like, if you're smart, you can definitely do more with this. Like, I don't know, okay, I often take inspiration or outright steal a lot of builds. I don't know if I show off ones that I steal, but even if I do, you know, I give credit where it's due if I remember. But, yeah, this build's pretty basic. I don't know if I came up with this, but I might have tweaked it to my specifications, as always. I can Steadfast. I think it was a recommendation from a YouTuber that was also building Dante at the time, and I love Why Efficiency? That should be augmented. Unless I swapped that specifically for a reason. I mean, I can level that up. At level 3, you get the... Okay. Weird flex, but okay. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's good, but it's not bad. Augur Message is just more duration, really, and same with Prime Continuity. Very, very basic build. I think, you know, just to stall this out a little bit more, we're gonna... Just for the sake. Like, that was no slouch. Rhino's Roar is also still a valid option for all of this. If I'm a little bit quiet and compared, I'm sorry. But like, if you prime them, you can actually get some solid damage off. With the changes, there's definitely tweaking that needs to be done with a lot of builds that relied purely on like straight damage, straight status chance. I didn't notice a difference with Siren, so I'm not going to recover Siren, even though I could probably do it with green shards, but I don't have any of those, so that's irrelevant to me. But yeah, that being said, that was Dante. Color scheme is my classic red and black, red, black, and gold, which is this like grey black from Smoke. This red from Halloween, also from Halloween, and then it's just that red from Classic Saturated, which I think has a couple of different variations. I think that one's similar. I come from PlayStation, so I have that. I think it's in like the 2 Pride palettes, maybe, or at least something similar. Needless to say, there's a lot of reds you can pick from if you've been playing for as long as I have, and the gold is from the Orca palette, like as always. I bought the set, and I really like the set. I like the default helmet though. So the Rencowl Sidana just works really, really well with him. It was designed for him. I think I had that there for a reason. My bad. Oh yeah, I really like that. Anyway, for the attachments, it's the Oranist chest, shoulders, and 2 shoulder plates. You do get oh, that looks really nice. It wraps around him. Where is it? I don't think it came with legs, and I was really confused. Yeah, no. It took me a little bit to get used to having like the stuff, but it's fine. It works. No Signia because it kind of bugs with his, not bugs with his helmet, but like it bugs me. But the old helmet, I just really like the Gandalf beard personally, and it like has a nice, because like it's too golden up here, so it adds like a nice break here. Anyway, I've stalled enough time for now. I don't know if the Noctura build actually matters, but I formed it a few times, and here's my build. It does its job nicely. It's just I don't use it very often, or if ever now. Usually I have Zenuric focus school, but I've been playing a lot of Korra, which I stole from Nightmare Frame, so I'm not really gonna fucking bother with it. But that being said, I'll see you in the next one. As always, on the left hand corner you'll find a video that YouTube has recommended for you. Might be one of my previous builds, might be one of my current playthroughs. Down below you can subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment. Please do, they do help my channel a lot and give me maybe some feedback or maybe some differences, like different build choices, maybe things I can add, take away. I'm not good at building, like I do a lot of inspiration from other creators, but it has my own like little flair on it. And over my model you'll find my profile picture will take you directly to my channel where you can subscribe there, hit the bell, find something else to watch. Keep that view train coming in my way, but I'll see you in the next one. Laters.